I am Khalid S. Lawan and I will be discussing about active and passive immunity and vaccine. So, ano nga ba itong active immunity? Active immunity is the body's ability to resist or fight diseases through antibodies. So, meaning the body uses antibodies to protect itself from harmful microorganisms. Active body occurs when the body produces its own antibodies after exposure to a pathogen. Ibig sabihin yung katawan mismo ang gumagawa ng antibodies kapag may infection or exposure. So, ang active immunity is a long-lasting protection. So, this type of immunity stays in the body for a long period of time. And it forms memory cells, meaning the body remembers the pathogen for faster response in the future. So next is the passive immunity. Passive immunity occurs when antibodies are received from another source. So dito hindi galing sa sariling body yung antibodies kundi from outside. And it is immediate protection. Mabilis yung effect niya sa katawan. It is short term only, unlike active na long term siya. So ang passive is hindi siya tumatagal. Last is it has no memory cell formation. Wala siyang memory cells, so walang long term protection. So next is the types of active and passive immunity. First one is the natural immunity from actual infection. This means you get immunity after having disease. Next is the vaccine-induced immunity from vaccination. This means immunity is developed through vaccines without getting sick. So, mag-proceed naman tayo dito sa immune response process. Pathogens are detected. The immune system recognizes harmful microorganisms entering the body. So first, napapansin ng immune system na may pumasok na harmful organism. Next is innate immunity response first. It provides immediate but non-specific defense against pathogens. So ito yung first defense. Mabilis lang siya pero hindi specific sa type ng pathogen. Third one is adaptive immunity activates lymphocytes. B cells and T cells respond specifically to the pathogen. So next, nag-activate yung adaptive immunity. And dito nai-involve yung B cells and T cells. Antibodies are produced and pathogens are targeted. B cells release antibodies to neutralize and destroy pathogens. So B cells produce antibodies para ma-target and ma-destroy yung mga pathogens. Last one is the memory cells are formed for faster future responses. It ensures quicker and stronger protection upon the exposure. Lastly, nagkakaroon ng memory cells para next time mas mabilis na yung response ng body natin. The last part is the vaccines. Ano nga ba itong vaccines? So, ang vaccines help the body develop artificial active immunity. So, vaccines allow the body to build immunity without getting the actual disease. It introduces a harmless form of pathogen to trigger immune response. So, may ipinapasok na safe version ng pathogen para ma-activate yung immune system natin. The immune system produces antibodies and memory cells. Then the body creates antibodies and memory cells for protection. And last, this allows faster and stronger protection in future exposure. So, kapag na-expose ulit, mas mabilis and mas malakas na yung response. So, tignan natin yung mga example or types ng vaccines. So, first is the mRNA vaccines. Use genetic instructions. For example, COVID-19 vaccines. So, these vaccines are used genetic material to teach cells to produce a part of the virus. Second one is the inactivated vaccine. Contain killed pathogens. For example, polio vaccines. So, patay na yung virus pero enough para ma-trigger yung immune response. Third one is the live attenuated vaccines. Contain weakened pathogens, for example, measles vaccines or measles vaccine. Dito naman, buhay pa yung virus pero mahina na siya. Okay, so last part is the subunit or protein vaccines. It contains specific parts of pathogen. For example, hepatitis B vaccine. Dito, specific lang ng pathogen ang ginagamit para ma-trigger yung immunity. So, I hope may naintindihan kayo sa report ko. Yun lamang and thank you.